This morning, everybody, we are joined by attorney John Lipsitz from Lipsitz and Ponterio. This firm has been around for quite a while, representing workers diagnosed with mesothelioma and other asbestos diseases. Good morning, John. It's nice to have you here.
Hi, Lynn. Nice to be here.
We know that you're passionate about this subject and helping your clients. But let me ask you this. Are there any recent developments in the law right now?
Sure. In June, the highest court in the state of New York in Albany, the Court of Appeals, ruled that the companies that sold and manufactured coke ovens at Bethlehem Steel and Donner Hanna and Tonawanda Coke, that they are responsible for failing to warn the people that operated them about the health hazards. And it was interesting because for 15 years we've been fighting with these companies. They've said, oh, these products are too big to be considered. I mean, they didn't call them products. They said these structures are too big to be considered products. And the court said, no, if you knew about the hazards and you failed to warn people, you have to be responsible for that. And if they're injured because they weren't warned, then you have to pay the damages. So that was a big victory for people that worked at, the thousands of people that worked in the coke ovens at Bethlehem Steel, which was a big operation, and the many, many hundreds of people that worked at Donner Hanna and at Tonawanda Coke, which used to be called Allied Chemical.
Now, John, for people who have had mesothelioma or have it or other diseases related to asbestos, it's vital that they get in touch with you sooner, not later.
Yeah, there is a statute of limitations, and it begins to run from the onset of the symptoms or the diagnosis, whichever comes earlier. So it's important not to delay. It's important not to delay medical treatment. That's the most important thing. But then it's important if you want to seek compensation, and it's available. It's important to see an attorney who's experienced in this area.
And John, also we want to mention big red flag for those who are vaping.
Well, it's interesting because we just got this decision from the Court of Appeals about gigantic things like coke ovens, and now it's become clear that these small vaping devices, e-cigarettes, are a real hazard. There are significant health hazards. The companies that are making them and marketing them, they are marketing them to primarily young people, teenagers and young adults. They're highly addictive. These devices deliver nicotine at much higher rates, or rather quantities, than regular cigarettes. You become addicted very quickly, and there are serious consequences in terms of lung disease, and there's been a recent report of a death.
Yeah, don't think that they're harmless.
They're not harmless, and the companies, not only their marketing techniques are I'd say, fraudulent, but they've also, where they do warn, they fail to give a complete warning, or they give a warning in the context where it's offset by the images that show people having a great time and enjoying themselves, and then they kind of downplay the warning.
Good information for those who think that that's a better alternative for them. Listen, if you feel you've been injured by working with asbestos or now e-cigarettes, please call the experts at Lipsitz and Ponterio. You can get in touch through their Facebook, Twitter, call or log on at their website today.